Hello to you. Welcome to this day of days, where we tippy tap into the spirit realm and see what messages are for us. And we will start today with keys from the Octarians as a launch point, a starter, a north star, a guiding light, and see where we need to have light shone upon for us today. Oi, oi, oi. It is a rainy day today. So far. Okay. What's this guy? Where's my books? Okay. Who's that girl running around with you? Connected. The energy of connected helps you to connect your heart with your higher self and listen to this inner wisdom. The only one who can influence you sincerely is you. Yes, what you choose, right? We can data collect all day. And then what we choose to do with that information is up to us, whether it leads us to a belief or a disbelief, right? These are all things we use our will to determine, know, understand, and believe, right? Even when those things are really, really hard, there are hard things to believe. When everything around you in the physical realm is pointing to, don't believe this, you fool. But your heart and your higher self and the information that you receive is all telling you it's safe to believe. It's safe to trust what you feel you know. Okay? And even if it's serving just for you to learn the difference between your higher self and your ego, to allow space to be wrong, to be right, to know, to not know, to noodle, to not noodle. Okay. Noodle, don't noodle. Okay, Algiz, the stag. Protection, defense, courage, independence, and higher self. Okay, so that's a beautiful confirmation of this connection with your higher self. The courage it takes to hold you, your knowing, your intuition, and your higher self as the know-all, above all thing. I'm getting like that this trust in your higher self is the God within you, right? There's like, say God is the sun, and there is a flame within us all, and our connection to that flame and the cleansing, purifying knowingness of that flame is your connection to God, to source. Whoa. Okay. Yes. Whoa, yes, and whoa. Okay. Whew. That got heavy there for a second. Heavy. Yeah. My father is a born again Christian. And he's just like, read the book, read the Bible. Everything's in the Bible. But every time I read the Bible, I'm heavily aware of how differently I read it than he does. Right? Whenever Jesus was saying, speak, I am the way, right? He's talking about, this is what you say, those words, I am the way, not, I think that's that misunderstanding in translation, right? We're reading it. Jesus said, I am the way. You say it. And you're like, you are the way. And he's like, no, I am the way. And he's like, no, you are the way. I am the way. You are the way. And we're both saying the different things, right? When he wants you to say, I am the way. Okay. Again, Jesus, what are you doing in here? I don't have anything against any of those things except the falsification, the imbalancing, the lack of the feminine, and all of that jazz, and that exact misunderstanding. Like everywhere I look, Jesus is like, don't put me on a pedestal. We can all be like this and more. And people constantly are just like, okay, put you on a pedestal and nobody else can be like you. Got it. It's like, I don't think that's what he was saying, guys. Okay, again, Jesus. Jesus is here. Jesus is in the building. Thank you, Jesus, for your wisdom. And I apologize for everyone who totally got it wrong. But, all ways lead home. So trust that it's part of the process. Yes, it's all part of the process. See if we can go in a little bit closer here for you. This new location here. There. Is that better? Is the color weird? It's because of the light. Okay, let's start up here. We've got your experience while you're hanging out. Okay, so this is a good opportunity while you're in a state of rest, rejuvenation, regeneration, or simply just cannot move forward at this time, right? This hanged one card. It's like a forced or circumstantial. It's just a period of, you're stuck hanging upside down in a tree, right? So while you're there, consider your experience, consider your stepping stones that lead you to your intuition, to your higher self, right? Your life. This is like the cobblestone streets that is your life path, okay? Consider where you've been, how far you've come. This is a really important place. We can get so fixed on specific things in the past that we don't look or notice all the little stepping stones along the way, right? And same on the other side, we can get so fixed on the future that we forget to look down and see where we're at and how far we've come, okay? Yes, we've got things picking up speed, passionately moving behind the scenes, okay? So I'm getting the sense of like, I'm being shown Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Disney version of the Jack and the Beanstalk, where Mickey comes home and Donald's starving and he traded the cow for some magic beans, and Donald loses it, grabs the beans and chucks them, and they fall into this hole in their floor and they're gone. And everybody goes to bed hungry and annoyed and upset, right? And then while they're sleeping, these beans just take off, okay? So this is everyone sleeping. And those seeds that you didn't realize were actually magic beans are passionately growing beneath the surface. Okay. And we've got your contemplation of self and what could be. And what could be interesting. Okay. And then you've got this transition period between worlds, right? This is also the balancing of masculine and feminine. This is also leaving like the death of the old and the birth of the new. This is your attention and where you choose to place it. This could be fear, this could be love, right? This could be hope, this could be despair. Whatever this is the conspiring of the universe to make things happen, okay? And so I feel like this is what's configuring in the background, and this introspection. This is your thoughts. Are they serving the new world? Are they fertilizing the seeds? Or are they somehow contaminating or disrupting the process? Okay. So we've got Star coming out again. It came out yesterday's reading because you are a star. Okay, but this is about self-reflection, which is interesting because it's a star and you're tiny. But it's this state of vulnerability and authenticity and healing, right? The process of buffing, shining, stripping away all the dull, dingy aspects of self so that we are this glowing, faceted, shiny, bright thing, right? And we do this through our emotional regularity, okay? We've got this Four of Cups who is starting this process of introspection and releasing the ones that are not contributing to success, to blooms, right? This emotional regulation isn't about not feeling any of the things. This is about feeling all the things, but recognizing how long you're feeling the things and how often you are revisiting those things that make you feel, right? We can get addicted to feelings. And oh, that's the truck. It's a garbage truck I hear in the background, but it made like the earth kind of rumble, which was funny because in yesterday's reading, I think it was yesterday's reading, I mentioned something about a delay, right? Like your spiritual and emotional, like your 5D is here, and we're waiting for the physical to line up with it. And when I was meditating on that or considering it, I was shown lightning and thunder, right? It's like lightning. You see the lightning before the thunder. It's all the same thing, right? Light is faster than sound, and so is the 5D is faster than the 3D. And so this delay, when you see the lightning, you know that thunder is coming, right? They used to have this thing back in my day where once you see the lightning, you start counting 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi until you hear the thunder, and then you know how far away it is, the storm. Okay, but in this case, the lightning is your 5D and the thunder is your 3D showing up for you. Okay. We've got, okay, there you go. This momentum, contributing to the speed at which things arrive, the closeness of your storm, right? But it's your abundance storm. It's your new life storm. It's your birth of your star self. The birthing of a star. And we've got this balance between the masculine and feminine. I'm also getting take advantage of the position that you are at. Look at all these arms that are just like way down here, and you just happen to be the top of this mountain, and you have this tool, this moon tool, to harness the power of the sun. Okay, and don't feel any guilt around being in the position that you are in. Okay, this is about a steady climb that took lifetimes. Okay, so these people will all have their chance to be at the top, but right now it's you, and it's okay. That's okay. Allow it to be. Okay, what do we got here? We've got strength. Wow. Okay, your emotional regularity, creating this energy that strengthens. Okay, strengthens the new seeds, the new world, the new you that is growing beneath the surface. Okay, and the people, all the people, for you or not for you, noodle or not noodle. Sorry, it's from Kung Fu Panda. Yes. Okay. I'm getting this balancing out. This is kind of like collaborative, right? This utilizing of your position and how people make you feel, right? Do they make you feel passionate? Then that's going to fuel, right? Or not. And then they need to be released. Okay. So let's get back to this connection to your higher self. This is about you learning to trust yourself and to create boundaries around your doubts and your fears, about your own connection, about your own knowing, about what you feel, right? What you feel. This is the 5th dimension, right? The 5th dimension is your higher self, your intuition, the things that are happening behind the scenes. And so it makes sense that what you see with your physical eyes aren't necessarily going to line up with what you know and feel to be true in the 5th dimension, right? You just have to trust. You saw the lightning, and it's just a matter of time before you hear the thunder, before the thunder arrives. Okay, so we've got this beautiful transformation. Okay, this is a transformation process. This is the walls and the boundaries and the defense systems that were created to protect yourself, and it ended up, like your experience in life, it ended up creating a cocoon around you that allowed you to transform into one who is overflowing with liquid sunshine. Okay, and so this is why it's important to recognize all the steps along the way that got you there, because that toxic relationship, that abusive situation, that hurt, that trauma, these are all pieces of the cocoon that allowed you to transform, right? Or if you prefer, those were all the pressure that turned you as coal, into a diamond, right? And so that's kind of beautiful. I want to put this transformation here and your overflowing cup, because you need to move passionately on the things, or move on things that ignite passion within you, because passion is heart sauce. Okay, and you as the star, you're shining because you're full of liquid sunshine. Okay, your time hanging in your chrysalis state. It was an important part of this transformation, as is balancing your masculine and your feminine and taking advantage of the position that you're in. You're not like, oh, dang it, I'm in this dang cocoon. Quick, cut it open. I mean, you might have done that a few times, but it was all, even that was part of the process, right? Oh, if I just leave the cocoon around me, I create a space, a safe space to transform. Okay, I like this. Let's try this. Oh, dang, look at me. I'm a butterfly. And I'm dripping sun juice everywhere I go. What is this cat doing? There's this ginger cat curled up like directly under the fence. So he's half in and half under. It's weird, weirdo. Okay, this is what is you are trying to build. Okay, this is the end goal. This is emotional regularity. This is gorgeousness. This is love, trust, hope, peace, faith, joy, harmony, peace, and all the good things. This is a balanced emotional nervous system. Okay, and we've got the 8 and the 9 and the 10. So this is about this progression, this growth, these stepping stones leading you to joy, to love, to your 10 of cups of gorgeousness. Okay, yes, believe it, trust it, know it. You deserve it. You've worked for it. You've earned it, or you're earning it, or you. Now, what is he doing? What is this cat? I'm distracted. Oh, he's stretching. He's turning around. And now he's curling up again. What a weirdo. Okay. He's kind of cute. He's kind of cute. I'm being distracted by this cat. So this is the pay attention. Don't miss out on the now. Okay, don't get so fixed on the transformation, the overflow, the where you're going. Trust that your higher self is leading you to your greatest and highest timeline, and you don't have to worry about the minutia on how to get there. Right? Your higher self is Google Maps, and you've plugged in your destination with your intention, and now you just got to drive and enjoy the ride and trust that when it's time to turn, your system will let you know. Turn left in the next 50 meters or whatever. I never use it because it annoys me. I don't like to be yelled at by machines, by fake voices. Okay. Okay, so we've got the world. This is a King of Cups. It's coming back around. Okay, this is your heart space, being open, compassionate, creative, colorful, capable, and courageous. Okay, this is giving me this algiz connection to your higher self. Look at the little higher self you and the closeness that is between you and your third eye. Okay, so look at this, eyes are closed too because he's letting Jesus take the wheel. Okay, Jesus, it's not Google, it's Jesus who's got the wheel, and he knows where to bring you where you want to go, and he's going to make sure that you get there. You just have to trust it. Close your eyes and let Jesus take the wheel. Okay, I don't know Jesus. Okay, maybe I do know Jesus because he's in my heart. Okay, so we got the world, and it does represent many things, but look at this card. Okay, you are dancing at the center of your world, and your imagination is what fills it. Okay, so in this creation of your world, in collaboration with your higher self, you're a freaking rock star. Okay, you're creating things for yourself that this world doesn't know. Okay, and so you gotta allow for the time in between the lightning and the thunder. Okay, but the world also one revolution around the sun, right? So it speaks about timing, about consideration of where you were so many revolutions previously, right? It's about this kind of coming around. Yes, this coming around time. So I'm just going to put this here because you are feeling your way into this world, okay? And every thought constructs it. And ultimately, it's a world of love. Oh, can you see? Ultimately, it's a world of love that you are creating and you're already a king. Okay, so kings embody action, fire, movement, this passion. Okay, but it's compassionate action, self as well as other, right? This compassion with self. And look, love is on the bottom because this is the world that you are creating. It's a love world. Yes, okay. So that's continuing to reconsider your resources, the things that you have, the things that you are feeling. This is the choosing to be a cup is half full versus the cups are empty kind of a person, okay? This is someone who cuts their losses. This is someone who doesn't spill or doesn't cry over the loss of 3 cups, but instead rejoices that they still have 5, okay? And this is the choice. This is the kind of world that you're moving into, one of hope and possibility, not one of loss and suffering, okay? This is utilizing things that would normally upset others and transforming it into fuel to propel you, to keep you moving forward. Okay, consolidation of your resources. Okay, and then we've got the boundaries around what you are feeling, thinking, and considering. I actually want to put that there because it affects your energy and it also affects your emotional regularity, right? How you choose to respond to your external circumstances. Okay, and then we've got this hermiting. That's where you go in, self-reflect, balance, and shine yourself and become this overflowing cup of liquid sunshine. Okay, we've also got the moon and the boundaries. And I want to put the boundaries here because we create boundaries around thoughts that disempower and people who doubt or are not good for our hearts. Okay. Yes, and the moon is about things yet to be revealed, things being revealed as the moon grows bigger. It's like secrets, things hidden, and also divine timing. And we've got this crab here is just so transfixed with the moon that they don't realize that there's this sneaky little crab floating on down the river beside them, and suddenly they're gonna be like, hey, that's a nice moon, and they're like, what? Where'd you come from? It doesn't matter, I love you. Okay, so this is the balancing of the masculine and feminines, the conscious moving balanced into the heart space. Okay, this is something that you've done and that you continue to choose to do on a regular basis. This is what builds energy and strength, right? Going in to the heart. That's where your God flame exists. This is why there's so many images of Jesus with the flaming heart. Okay, that's his connection or integration with God, source, and material. Okay, that's like yeah, your heart purified and empowered by source because you let it in. Oh my goodness, love is on the bottom again. How'd you do that? Sneaky little love. Okay, love is everywhere. You just need to train your brain to see it only. And where none is to be seen, you spill over. You drizzle your love sauce all over it. Oh, no, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right. In liquid sunshine, how about not love sauce? Okay. Okay. What was that? Somebody flipped. It's the King of Pentacles. Okay. This is your solid foundation, your groundingness in the material realm. This is the thunder. Thunder. Okay. Arriving on time. This could also be a connection. These people, some people that come to you that see your beautiful shine. This King of Pentacles is holding the star. So this could be something that, like the beautiful fertile soil that you plant your beautiful little star seeds within. Okay, people, places, and things, opportunities. Oh, we got the kings coming out. Okay, I actually want to put this king over here. And this balancing And your hermit is part of your connection to your higher self, right? Whether you are physically hermiting or not, there's still it's like a solo solitude practice, right? Whether you're surrounded by people or not, this is something that only you can do. Only you can create a healthy, established connection with your higher self. And battle through all of the things that try to keep you separate from it, like your doubts and your fears. And it's amazing. It's amazing how slippery these little things. I feel like they're just like, all these doubts and fears swirling around in the atmosphere. And the minute that you waver, it's like, a weak point. And then they try to get in and get into your brain and be like, doubt, 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 fear, 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 doubt, 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 fear, fear, fear. And you've got to let those things go, okay? You got to process and trust and allow. Process, trust, and allow. Okay, so we've got the resources and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles talks about being one in your being in your garden, enjoying the fruits of your labor, tending to your own, tending to your home, your sacred sanctuary space, right? This is the nurturing of self and connection with your intuition. Look at the size of that moon in the background, okay? We also have the King and Queen of Pentacles. So there's a balance in your material realm, okay? Divine counterparts symbolize a beautiful balancing within. And for the earth union here, this is a balance. This is your thunder showing up, okay? Beautiful. And this excess resources, it could also be excess things that you need to share, like communicate or verbalize or release or take stock of or reorganize or share, right? All the things that you do with excess things. And I feel this is also boundaries, because if it's not serving you, what is it doing? Just taking up space? No. People, right? It's about quality and not quantity. Check your friends list and who the hell are you actually friends with, right? And who are just numbers. Just numbers. Okay, and this strengthening, this is your reserving of your strength so that you can build worlds and have faith and trust in the unseen, right? When you are in your now moments, enjoying being prosperous and happy and joyful, right? Like this little crab here. This is the Queen of Pentacles. She's just sitting, having a conversation with the moon, and then people, places, or things, whatever, opportunities, circumstances, just come floating right by. And they're like, hey, how you doing? And you're like, what? Crazy. I was just thinking about you. Okay. And we got a little sun peeker moment to validate, clarify, confirmate. Okay, these are signs and synchronicities from your spirit team that want you to succeed, that want to get you there. These are the breadcrumbs that lead you in the three-dimensional realm. They're the things that keep your faith strong, but you have to trust them, right? We all have free will, and so use your free will to empower you, and to empower and confirm for you what you know and what your higher self communicates to you. Okay, and it is safe for you to step out into the world and to stop overthinking things, right? That's the ego. The ego is like, okay, yeah, you saw the lightning, but maybe the thunder just won't, maybe there just won't be thunder, right? And actually, I had, there was all this lightning happening and I could see it, but no thunder. And it was creeping me out, because that's like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. I am super suspicious of that lightning because there's no thunder. It's not lightning then. It's not lightning. Okay. If you can see the light, then you can hear the thunder. That's the whole thing. That's why you count, right? So trust what you don't see. Trust what you know, okay? Look at the sun is coming out and rainbows or fill in the space. Okay, beautiful. So this is actually, I was thinking about this card too. What I get from this Page of Pentacles is what you wish for is wishing for you too. And that's a beautiful thing. Okay, and I don't know where it goes, so I'm putting it back. Okay, I'm just going to go through one more time, starting now. And if there's any more cards that want to come out and add to this reading. Oh, that one really wanted to come out. Okay. I feel like this is maybe your current, this is like your 3D reality right now. And you're tentatively stepping out, but still having some defenses from the old world up. And so this is a good opportunity for you to reestablish your defense mechanisms, because a lot of them were there. A lot of them that are there, that still could be there, are no longer serving your greatest and highest good. They're actually keeping you closed, right? It's just like the cocoon. Once you've transformed into a butterfly, the cocoon, the confines, the safety structure of the cocoon is no longer serving. You need to remove yourself from it. You need to exit. You need to wiggle and jiggle yourself out of it and then never look back. Literally fly away into the wind, into the sunshine. Okay. So let's get a crystal card. Crystal oracle. Two of them. Ooh, we got double sevens. 37 and a 17. Okay, where's the crystal book? There it is. Okay, 37 is guidance. Okay. Intuition, insights, and answers. Okay. Take comfort in the knowledge that your request for guidance is being answered in the form of signs, intuitive urges, and the synchronistic events occurring in your life. Trust the wisdom of your inner self to find the solutions to any inharmonious aspects of your life. Allow yourself to feel truth's vibration resonate through your body and to find the courage to act on that guidance. You are flowing with creative life force and have all the tools necessary to fulfill your greatest potential. Your choice remains whether to act from your inner knowing or to allow your life's circumstances to choose for you. Wow. Right? Your inner knowing, trust the lightning and not the lack of thunder. Sorry. Okay, never mind. The lack of thunder. This is trust your 5D, even if your 3D hasn't caught up to it yet. Okay. You're loved for every decision you make. Remember to seek guidance from within and the answers will be given. This is that connection to your higher self, your inner realms. Trust it. Beautiful confirmation. And receiving. Yes, self-worth, confidence, and allowing. And the sun is coming out to shine on your inner self-knowing and gorgeousness. Okay. Your focused intent has engaged the law of attraction and set the universe in motion. Trust in the process and be open to change. You are truly worthy of receiving your highest aspirations. Okay? Trust it. You are reminded to support your objectives and act when you feel an internal nudge, sign, or opportunity that presents itself. Engaging opportunity will set the wheels of synchronicity and universal flow into motion. The change you desire will come from finding the courage to face the unknown. Wonderful things are flowing into your life. Maintain an open heart and enjoy the fruits of your creation. Beautiful. Wow, I love a good oracle deck confirmation about everything we were talking about, basically. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see you. I haven't heard anything from the fairies in a while. So let's ask the fairy folk for some guidance. Okay. What do we have here? Whoa, death. She of the Kruach. And the Master Maker. 22, 53, and 5. Okay. 53. Natural timely endings, release and liberation. The death card in all oracles, fairy tarot, and others does not usually signify actual physical death. In fact, this is rarely the meaning. Rather, it indicates a significant change, one that involves letting go of the old life in order to move forward into the new. Yes. Something has reached a natural ending, and there is substantial and irrevocable change in the works. This change may be inner or outer, or most likely both. It is timely and natural, but there may be much resistance to it. Leaves fall every autumn. In the spring, the trees are green again with new leaves. Make room for the new in your life. Let the old go, lovingly, gently, and willingly. Beautiful. Release. Okay. 22. Where's the 22? 22. The Master Maker. Skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and innovation. Oh, invention. He sings as he works, and as in all fairy magic, his song does as much to shape objects as do the blows of his hammer. Okay? Do whatever you do as well as you can, and then make it even better. The Master Maker reminds us that our very best work is always desirable, and in the present situation, it is necessary for success. In fact, he asks that we surpass our previous best. Don't cut corners and don't take the easy way. Whether making a thing or fulfilling a concept, be sure the design is elegant, pure, and functional, and then follow it, attending to every detail in its turn. He says, design beyond your skill and then raise the level of your skill to fulfill it. Give and accept only the best and do it with love of your craft, whatever that craft may be. This card speaks of long-lasting achievement, creative problem solving, and confident action. Look at all this masculine king energy here. This is your fire and your action in confidence. It may suggest cooperation with others, especially from a position of responsibility or of teaching one's craft to others. Success comes from practical application of traditional principles in life and in work. Okay. Okay. And we've got She of the Crew Watch. That's what it says, Crew Watch. The receptive principle, nurturing fertility. There's the feminine energy balancing out this masculine energy. Okay. She of the Crew Watch may indicate a form of pregnancy, a necessary time of nurturing and development. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in a reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. And look at the beautiful rainbow confirmation right on the center of it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Yes. Okay. Yes. Lovely. I feel like we need a few animal spirits to tell us some things. The gazelle. What gazelle? Fire. Fire. Heightened awareness and agility, invulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, borderlining on hyper-vigilant. And this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to go back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. Okay? This is the basis of your new world, is this regulated spirit, right? This integrated heart space. And your heart on fire is what it is. It's your heart on fire. Okay. I'm going to pull a couple, see if anything comes up for us. Oh, wow. There's your twin flame balance, yin and yang, birth, death, light, shadow, masculine, feminine, gorgeousness. Okay. Beautiful. And we've also got the twin flame butterfly, two transformed butterflies coming together to create one super powered butterfly of gorgeousness. Okay, we've got the unicorn, and there is a tiny little horn on this unicorn. Yes, can you see it there? Can you see it? Sorry, it's so blurry. Where is it? Come on. Trust me. Trust me, it's there. It's tiny, but it's there. Okay. I feel like this is the speed at which you're transitioning your birthing of self, your magical connection with the cosmos, with your higher knowing. This is horse powered. This is divinely magical, like a unicorn is. Okay. This is you befriending and believing in unicorns and then finding out that you are a unicorn. Okay. Yes. And then we've got the bounty tree. This is your abundance. This is your fruitfulness. This is you growing through all of the stages of being buried, trusting growth beneath the surface, nurturing and tending, and the eventual stable, solid security of this tree that is beautiful and fruit bearing. Yes. This is your masculine and feminine balance in your 3D realm. Gorgeous. Okay, maybe we'll just take a couple of these little ones. My mini D deck. Just do a quick little thing here. Oh, those devils, right? They're sneaky and they come in from all the angles. And this is why it's important to create a solid, strong foundation and circumference of love, right? An unbreakable, unwavering connection with your higher self so that there are no weak points that little devils can wiggle in and whisper in your ear, creating more, intensifying those little doubts and fears that are already existing within, right? We got enough of those. Let's not create weak points to allow more in, okay? Like, seriously, look at the rainbow on this freaking card. Okay, beautiful. Okay, the devils, put them to death. Okay, and surrender to the process. Surrender to your knowing. Surrender to your trust. Surrender to your faith. We've got the chrysalis, beautiful confirmation of everything that's going on in this area. We got the blaze. There's another confirmation of the God fire within you, the God flame that is burning away the devils, the doubts, and the fears. And your tending, your stoking of the fire makes it stronger, right? So any little doubts and fears that, like a draft, it's not going to put your fire out, right? It's just going to add more oxygen so that it burns even brighter. Yes. And that's alchemy, right? Taking what could put your fire out and turning it into something that encourages its growth. Because you're a star, okay? Star confirmation. You're meant to shine bright and to not only fill your cup, but fill other people's cups with your gorgeous liquid sunshine overflow. Okay, this is your connection to your third eye and your dedication to your self mastery, to what you know, to you being a star, and this balanced union that is forever. And we've got the wheel turning in your favor. Okay, and the snake here represents the transformation of one who was maybe always on the bottom of the wheel, turning into one who is now standing at the top of the wheel, being like, woohoo! Okay, we've got the cycles of life. This is giving me this world vibe. This is death and rebirth. This is the yin yang, right? This is the acknowledgement of cycles, the cyclical nature of life. Things go around and come back around, and what we choose to do with them determines our evolution. And the magician, there's your ability to alchemize and turn all things into fertilizer for your beautiful seeds that you are growing. Okay? Yes, yes, and woohoo! Okay, that's the reading for today. I hope there were some gorgeous, beautiful things for you in there to take and to consider, to nibble on, to marinate, to stick in your crock pot and eat later. Okay, do what you got to do. Oh, there's one of my plant copper things, and I stuck a black kyanite in there. Look at him, he's awesome. And then this one over here, which you can't really see. This guy, yes, he's awesome too. Okay, you're awesome. Everybody's awesome, and this is meant to be for you. Okay, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. Make it, take it, trust it, own it, feel it, declare it, and then allow it to be. Okay? Love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.